Hey, what's up? It's the Trip and Travel coming to you with a video about destination weddings, specifically in the Dominican Republic. Um, we are going to be getting married here coming up in April in the Dominican, so we'll have some more videos of that. But we hit a few speed bumps here and there trying to get this all set up, and I just wanted to share some of what we found out, so that maybe if you're thinking about doing the same thing, make it a little bit easier for you. So as you can see, this is the IFA VS Bavaro Resort and Spa that we're going to be doing it at. Um, we stayed at the resort before. We really liked it. Um, it was actually quite a lot of fun. Uh, they have about 4,600 reviews on TripAdvisor. They're just about 4 stars. Not to say that the resort is perfect; it's far from perfect, but it's a good time. Great beach. We really like their staff. So, a few of the things we found to be a problem were one, they only speak Spanish, so not too much of a problem for us because my fiance speaks Spanish. Two, calling the Dominican Republic. So one recommendation, if you have T-Mobile, you can pay $10 for a plan that you can call the Dominican Republic unlimited every month for $10. So we did that. It pays off because you're going to be communicating with for their wedding cake, for your photographer, and all that stuff. And at the regular rate of I think $2 per minute, it can add up pretty quick. So I think it's worth the $10. So we did that. And then another thing is that a lot of the email addresses, if you look these guys up online, they have more than one website that pulls up. I guess they're part of some other hotel group, San Lopez something. Anyways, their website will pull up. So we ran across 3 or 4 or 5 phone numbers that didn't really work. So we found the right phone number, the right email address finally. We were able to get a hold of the wedding planner, and they sent us a copy of their packages. And I actually have that, so I'll show it to you here in a second. And also, if you want to leave a comment, I can send that to you. Oh, look, there's a chicken. Anyway, the flamingos are real, and that peacock is real. I think that's the same peacock I saw last time. So let me show you real quick here. So this is the wedding packages. I'm gonna blow it up a little bit because I know I'm doing this on my phone. It has all the information about their different packages. So the smallest package, if you're doing a symbolic wedding because you're already married or you're getting married in your own country, it's only $900. It's basically symbolic weddings are $550 cheaper than the regular civil weddings because they don't have to hire a minister or whatever. So you can see both prices down below. Then that's of course in U.S. dollars. All the things that are included here, I'm pretty sure that's the phone number right there that you can call to get a hold of the wedding coordinator. There's more information along with an email address at the bottom of this document. So this is the second package, 1250 or 1750. It's pretty inexpensive, but one thing we did note, we spoke to with the resort, it does not include a wedding cake. It includes enough cake for everyone, but it's not a wedding cake. So that's why we decided to buy our own wedding cake. So we did locate a bakery that does wedding cakes, and they have really good pictures. I'll show you that in a second. And they do deliver it to the to the resort. So these are just some of the other packages here. This is the one we actually picked. This gives us full use of one of their a la carte restaurants for 3 hours for the reception. Some of the smaller packages only include like a table or a little area where you're kind of off to the side inside one of the restaurants. So this way there won't be people walking around or in and out when we're celebrating, or whatever you would call that. Here's some of just a la carte stuff. Baskets of rose petals for the beach. DJ, bottles of champagne, chocolate covered strawberries, and stuff like that. And then also includes charges here for people that don't stay at the resort that want to attend the wedding. It's like $20. And then if you're going to get married and you do it legal, all the requirements for that and what you need to do so that you can have a legal wedding in the Dominican Republic. If you're doing a symbolic wedding, none of that is required. But you would want to read that because you do have to go to one of their consulates here in the United States to get some of this paperwork taken care of before you arrive there. Cancellation policy, deposits and stuff. Here is events.vsbavaro@ifahotels.com, their fax number and their telephone number with extension. I would write that down, or definitely subscribe so you can come back to this video. So I don't speak Spanish. I know what most of this is, so some of the stuff I forget. It's probably a lot of just questions and stuff. Um, like I said, we've been to this resort twice. We really liked it, so that's I think why we chose it to get married at. But let me show you here. This document is probably the one of the most helpful they have. You do have to put down a 25% deposit, and you pay the rest of the time you arrive. Let me see. Nope. I had a copy of the cakes, but I do not know where that webpage went. Oh, there we go. So the bakery we found was Las Linas Cafe. This is the wedding cakes. I was actually pretty impressed because staying in the Dominican Republic 3 or 4 times now, actually 4 times, 2 at this resort and 2 other resorts. You know, they do some stuff very well and some things they don't do so well. So I was not expecting too much. But here's a few of the examples of the cakes. I think a 2-layer cake that we were quoted would be about $200. Something like this right here. It just depends how big around the cake is. We aren't having that many people. We're gonna have about 14 people. It's a little difficult to get people to travel, outside the country with you, but the people that count are coming, and we got quoted. It was $200. I thought it was pretty reasonable. I mean, they have some really nice looking cakes, and I think it'll add to the occasion. So a lot of really beachy looking cakes. As you see, we're having a beach wedding, so you get the seashell ones. Some really, really very detailed and extravagant looking cakes like this one here. Very plain and simple, but effective. I mean, that's very nice, but very simple cake. Whatever your tastes are, but obviously they can make some really nice stuff. So, $200. They deliver it to your resort. This is called LasLinasCafe.com, and they can be a little hard to get a hold of. So, be persistent. That's why you'd want to have that plan with maybe T-Mobile so you can call, so you're not going through calling cards or racking up your phone bill. So that's the plan. That's what we're doing. If you have any questions, again, please feel free to ask, and be more than happy to help. The resort, on average, seems to run about $150 to $200 a day. That's dual occupancy, so that's for both. That includes all your alcohol, domestic alcohol, and food. Food's not that great. Some of it'll keep you alive, but it's a very lively resort. They have a nightclub that stays open until 3 every morning. That's included. So it's good times. We're also doing a few things like, or we ordered a box to transport the wedding dress. There's a lot of stuff that you have to do in a destination wedding that you usually don't have to really think about if you're doing it at home. So if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Let me know if you like the video. And again, IFA vs Bavaro Resort and Spa in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Thank you.